JJK Modulo, Chapter 24, Array of Hope, or let's get into it. Last week was a good chapter. It was entertaining. I liked it. I had some problems with it. Gege's, the execution of Gege's endings continued to be kind of rushed, and they lack some fanfare. Even though, you can pick everything that's happening out of the story. I just wish you would just slow down a little bit. But let's get into Chapter 24, see what happens. Table manners, I do not give a fuck. This is gorgeous. The Iwasaki's art is really, really growing on me. I really, really enjoy that. These are the cursed spirits kind of dissipating, exchanging the colors of their souls. This is so good here, dude. This is Cross, probably. Cross is crying, it looks like. Yeah, he's just wearing the hospital gown. This is Cross. We see everyone's reactions. This is beautiful. This looks very, very pretty here. This isn't how it usually feels when cursed spirits disappear. It's so gentle. It's like they're resting in peace instead of being exorcised. Damn, he actually went and did it. I guess he made up his mind. I love the visual here of Yuji. It kind of looks like snow. I love this visual here of Yuji just being around snow again. We know how much he loves it. And that's just, I don't know, it's really, really pretty. It's kind of emotional. Yuka wakes up from the fight. Maharaga starts dissipating because Dabura was removed from the fight, saving Yuka. It doesn't hurt anymore, so the cancer was cured. Cool. She's smiling. Okay. She's so pretty, dude. What the hell? This drawing is crazy. So is Tsurugi, honestly. Just really, Yuji Iwasaki's art is really, really growing on me. Is it Yuka? Should we go home? Definitely. Don't forget to pick up the soul split katana, bro. Don't just leave it there. Okay, Dabura's back on this homeworld. He's got his little harem. He looks so shook, dog. I would be too, right? If fucking Goku pulled back up, essentially. Why are you here, guards? Your sister is here. Lay a finger on me. Spedule will die. Go ahead and try it. The curse was broken. Cool. This makes sense. Because of the black thread that we got last chapter. And so he blows him up. Awesome. We see a bunch of light emanating from this realm, or from the castle, excuse me. What's that? It's gonna fall. That Reluca, that cursed energy, it's Captain Dabura, and he just kind of appears amongst them. Kind of reminds me of Shiba's teleportation from Kagurabachi a little bit. I love this too. Sort of imposition of this smaller panel onto this bigger one here, just to give us a bit more details about what's happening. He's living above everybody. The chief. Yeah, everyone's surprised. Then he throws on the head here. That's cool. That's really cool. Starting now, I'm the chief of the Discunte. Understood. Everyone, but he looks so disinterested. First of all, I make a proper grave for Dura and shrine him as a hero. After that, he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, man. That's one of my favorite things about JJK, honestly, is how rare it is that strength actually gives these people purpose. It gave Sukuna purpose, but it doesn't really give Gojo purpose, doesn't give Dabura purpose. Yuji's found his purpose in sort of protecting people, kind of like Gojo did. But even then, Gojo kind of struggled with the sense of identity, which is kind of, again, a kind of nice parallel to both Yuji and Dabura here. Neither of those three really know who they are. Sukuna definitely always had the strongest sense of self when it came to being the strongest, and I really, really appreciate that. Once you're done with that, I'll quit being chief. Then just do whatever. I don't know much about politics. What? So he is introducing democracy, baby. Hell yeah, let the people lead. Gege's so woke. Gege's probably not that woke, honestly, but it's cool. I like this. I do enjoy Modulo. Then the Naonax is just kind of chilling in Tokyo. Okay. Cursed spirits contain souls the same color as Kalians, and what we heard was the voices of those same colored souls. We used our curse technique to scatter their colors. Okay. So from now on, the Rumelians won't confuse cursed spirits with Kalians anymore. Okay. Cool. I like this because it theoretically solves the main antagonistic issue between the humans and the Rumelians, right? The Rumelians were confusing cursed spirits with Kalians. Humans have to kill cursed spirits for as a part of their survival, but the Kalians are like a mystical, kind of almost godlike figure for the Rumelians. So, kind of confusing these two things was causing an issue between the two races of people, making it harder to coexist. So, this theoretically should solve that problem. Excuse me. And I guess there's one more problem. We couldn't scatter the colors of cursed spirits, Kalians, and Rumelians separately. So any Rumelians or Kalians who are born in the future will have different colored souls. Kalians may not recognize Rumelians of the next generation as their own kind. It's possible that they will try to eat them, so kind of just making them more similar to cursed spirits. Okay, there haven't been any confirmed reports of Kalians breeding in the last century, so I'd like to hear your opinions on what we should do with the remaining 52 Kalians on board the ship to stop them from breeding. This here is interesting because if I'm like an original Rumelian, I'm like, well, why should I, kind of kill one of the last remaining remnants of my culture? What in the world have you done, Cross, Maru? You should be interrogated about your crimes before we discuss what to do with the Kalians. Okay. That makes sense. We're going to be living on Earth from now on, so we should accept this as a necessary change. Jabaloma, you bastard. Shut up, both of you. There's a lot I want to say, too, but just shut up for now. We gotta decide about the Kalians first. Honestly, I wasn't sure what to do. I wondered if maybe I should take the Kalians' life along with the cursed spirits. If they're going to eat our children, then we can't maintain our current relationship with the remaining Kalians. That makes sense. So if we have to eventually treat them like livestock, then I thought I might as well, Look how detailed this is. I really like this. But I couldn't do it. Should we treat the Kalians like wild animals who will attack us from now on and get rid of them or not? I need your opinions. It's been a while. Itadori. What's he doing in the storeroom, yo? What's he doing in the storeroom? What could he possibly be doing in the storeroom? It's not cursed corpse lore. But it is. Well, if humans. Well, we know it's not possible to remove cursed energy from people. They will always be there. There's always going to be negative emotion. You can't remove it. But I'm wondering if Itadori is thinking about kind of finding out a way to use these cursed spirits, like in the way that Yaga theoretically could have, like just make an army of them to take over the country. In this case, Yuji would be using them as a protective feature. But I'm curious to see what goes on here, because you still have a couple chapters left, so need to see what's going on there. But I want to go back to this dialogue here on these couple of pages first. This is a really interesting question that Gege is posing about how do you actually like coexist or assimilate or move forward as a culture when you are immigrating someplace else. Do you like hold on to what you know of in the past? Like it seems like these older gentlemen want to do, or as Jambaloma says, we're living in this new place. We should just kind of accept that things have to change. It's not necessarily moving forward and moving backwards, but it's just changing. It's altering, right? But Maru here did make like a huge decision for his, kind of for his entire like race of people. So it's really interesting to me the question Gege is raising about like kind of like assimilation versus preservation, or like preserving not necessarily like your like material survival, right? Like your physical survival. Of course, that's important as well, but like kind of preserving your culture when you are in a new place. And it's just I'm interested to see where Gege takes it. I might disagree with his ultimate answer, but I'm interested to see where Gege takes the question, at least. Yeah, I think this chapter is a lot better than the last one, ultimately. The last one, like, I think Gege very clearly wanted to get to this kind of discussion here, and kind of quickly had to wrap up the fight and all of the, like, showing us why you can remove cursed energy from humans entirely and all that, and why that would stop cursed spirits from being born. He kind of had to do that quickly so he could get to this. So I expect the next couple chapters to be slower than the ones before. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, this has been chapter 1, or not 124, 24 of JJK Modulo. You can subscribe here. You can follow me on TikTok, where I post shorter versions of these every Sunday as well. My TikTok is at CallMeMarioPLZ. It'll be in the description. And yeah, subscribe. I think that's it. See you guys later.